everyone. For those of us that don't know us, I'm Heather, Kiara, Olivia and Alicia, and we now have big shoes to fill. Thanks, Luke. We're incredibly honoured to be standing here beside you both today. Before we go any further, we would also like to acknowledge those who couldn't be here with us to celebrate Paris and Damian. We know they would have loved to be part of this special day and are very much in our thoughts. Now, we all know this day has been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Paris, you have made the most beautiful bride today, and you truly look stunning. Damian, you look alright too. Their relationship today has already grown into something pretty special. Paris and Damian are business partners through their fit stop, cycling partners, tackling early morning rides, travel buddies, chasing their next adventure, and are very dedicated lovers of a perfect glass of wine. And now, officially, your husband and wife. For those of us who know Paris well, it's no surprise that Damian fell for her. Paris has a great sense of humour. She's the kind of person who can make any situation fun and always has people laughing. Sorry, Damian, I think she's the funnier one. She's caring, thoughtful, and one of the most organised people you will ever meet, which we're pretty sure has kept things on track today.
All right, so Paris has definitely had a few distinct errors over the year. Many of them defined by also having very specific hairstyle at the time. There was also a time when her wardrobe was almost entirely sourced from op shops. But one of the more memorable phases is what we've coined her softcore emo phase, complete with classic side fringe and a deep appreciation for Panic at the Disco. Thankfully, those eras have evolved into the Paris we know today. Effortlessly stylish, always tanned, her hair's perfectly done, and she somehow makes everything that she wears look incredible. Her music taste has always been elite though. It's just evolved slightly to include more of a sophisticated jazz kind of vibe. Long before Instagram, Paris was already perfecting her creative flair, spending hours building Pixo websites and carefully curating her MySpace page. And looking back, it was probably some early training for the graphic design skills and creative vision that she has today. And we can all see it reflected in so many of the beautiful details around us today. And of course there was Dennis, Paris's beloved Indian redneck, who sparked her love of birds, we would say. And I think we can all agree, she must have put that passion out into the universe, because it wasn't long before she manifested the ultimate bird-loving partner, Damian.
Well, Paris, it seems like yesterday. 7-ish years ago, we were both living in a house in W. Paris was giddy as hell. Spring in the step, sparkle in the eye kind of stuff. And it wasn't because we were having one of her insane charcuterie boards and spreads in hand, which also had the same effect. It was because Paris had met Damian. Now, as girlfriends do, we do our due diligence. We stalk the guy, of course. Why on earth is this tall, dark, handsome man single? Now, Google gave us a bit more than we were bargaining for. Thank you, Google. It was perfect timing that these two were swapping right. We fast forward, and long distance challenges were over, and COVID lockdowns were lifted. Damian moved back to Perth. What was thought for making up for lost time, moving in, spending every spare moment together, was actually just an incredibly special partnership that these two were bound together in every aspect. What a privilege it is tonight to be in your company and celebrate that here.
So we all know about Damian's birdwatching hobby, and I have personally witnessed his skills in action firsthand. So a few years ago, my husband Scott and I went camping with Paris and Damian, and at some point Damian casually mentioned that he could do a blind owl call. So I didn't think much of this until he put his hands together and made a whistling sound, and I kid you not, Within seconds, a huge white barn owl flew straight over us and landed in the tree right behind us. It was one of those moments where everyone just stopped and looked at each other, and I thought, did that just really happen? And I knew then in that moment that Paris, you would never have a boring life. We might get too many birds in here, guys. It works. It actually does. Paris, you've been such an important friend in our lives for so many years, and it makes us so happy to see you this happy. And Damian, we couldn't have chosen a better partner for Paris. You're thoughtful, and we know that you'll always put Paris first. May you both continue to chase the next adventure, laugh until it hurts, birdwatch at every opportunity, drink delicious wine, and be each other's biggest supporters. So, please join us in raising a glass in a lifetime of love and happiness to Paris and Damian.